What's up, guys? This is Truth, and welcome to the America First channel. Today, we're going to be looking at the state of Texas and how they are saying that immigration enforcement is actually impacting enrollment at some of the schools across the state. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this video started.
The Austin Independent School District said it believes increased immigration enforcement may be contributing to a decline in enrollment at several schools serving large immigrant and refugee populations. Investigator Kelly Wiley reports as immigration enforcement takes center stage nationally under the Trump administration, fears are rising locally.
Body cameras caught the tense moments in April when an undocumented couple was pulled over and flanked by Texas Department of Public Safety troopers and federal agents right outside Austin's Dobie Middle School. The couple would days later be deported to Mexico, along with their 3 children.
Good, because a family that's deported together stays together. I'm glad they kept them all together, so y'all can't come back and say that we're evil because we sent the parents out of the country.
2 of whom were American citizens.
Excuse me, ma'am, those are not American citizens. How can they be citizens of America if their parents aren't? They're literally here illegally. So why would they be citizens of our country? They wouldn't be. And that's the whole point of them bringing up birthright citizenship to the Supreme Court, because you guys sound ridiculous. You are totally ridiculous. I can't go to Mexico and have a baby and then my children are Mexican citizens. No, they're going to be citizens of the country in which I am a citizen. And in this case, their parents are citizens of Mexico, which means they are too.
Luis Malfaro, seen here in body camera from the scene, said it was the first time he'd seen Immigration and Customs Enforcement so close to a public school campus. Malfaro at the time was working.
That's cap. That is cap. He is lying. He is lying. ICE goes near those campuses every time they are in town. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? They have to reassure the students that they can't come inside the school because they are definitely outside that MF waiting to arrest their parents and deport them as well. So that's cap.
As the Associate Executive Director of Austin Voices, an educational nonprofit operating on the middle school's campus.
You come and talk to us?
Wait, what did they say?
Why?
What they say was operating on the campus. What is my taxpayer dollars being wasted on again? This is why our kids can't read and have all these issues, is because they keep taking resources away from American students who have American parents who pay taxes and have been doing so for the last, 400 years. And then they're giving them to people who don't belong here. I'm sick of it.
Being detained?
Correct.
Okay.
Let's walk over here.
Yeah, I just were from the school and wondered what's going on.
Her 2 U.S.-born children ended up being deported with her. They were students.
Look how self-entitled Luis Malfaro is. If you don't shut TF up, you hear how stupid you sound, sir? Those are not American citizens. I'm sorry. They are not. They are citizens of Mexico. Their mother and father broke into our country and had anchors, and those anchors are going to be pulled up and set down in their parents' home country where they are actually citizens. You don't shut up. You sound stupid.
Students at Walnut Creek Elementary School, a school that serves a large immigrant and refugee population. And
well, maybe that needs to be questioned, because I have to wonder why this school is serving such a large immigrant and refugee population. Refugees from where? We don't grant asylum here in this country. So where are they refugeeing from? I'm just curious. I'm questioning your citizenship too, sir, because I don't see an American sitting in that chair talking. I see a Mexican, or wherever you are from, El Salvador, wherever. You ain't from here.
has had numerous parents of students picked up by ICE. Talking to some of the faculty there at the school, I've become aware that there are students that the school knows have parents who have been detained.
Good. They should be detained because they are here illegally. And it's unfortunate that they have had children here, but they're not citizens, sir. I don't care what you say. I don't even think you are. So I'm gonna have to question why are we helping to fund some divisive ass group here in our country? Why are we paying you to be divisive? Why? Get your ass out too.
The teachers and the counselors are working with those kids to help them deal with the trauma that causes when a parent is taken away.
Guess who caused the trauma originally? Guess who is the real trauma master here? Their parents, because their parents came here illegally and did not care about their family, the children that they produced. Because if they cared, they never would have came here. They would stay in their own country with their own culture and their own language and their own ethnicity, and they would have had those kids there where they belong. They do not belong here, period. So sick of this conversation.
Austin metro area, ICE data shows more than 70 minors have been detained since President Trump took office a year ago, a 94% increase.
Good. That means he's doing his job. This is what we exactly want to see. I didn't even vote for Trump, but I'm glad that this is the numbers that I'm seeing because I'm ready for them damn people to go home too. I've been sick of them. I didn't grow up with people like this. We didn't even know any of these people until like 20 something years ago when they decided to import a bunch of slaves over here.
From the last year of the Biden administration. In a statement to KXAN, Austin Independent School District said it was aware of some Austin ISD students being detained by ICE this school year. According to the Vice President of Teachers Union Education Austin, at least 6 Austin ISD employees have also been detained by ICE since Trump took office.
Good, because I have to question what the hell were they legal? What were they doing working for a school district? I'm assuming they were just detained and then released. But good. That just tells me they're doing their job. I don't hate ICE. I'm glad they're doing what they're doing.
Food service, custodian. I think one may have been a TA. And so,
And guess what? Those are all jobs that they were holding that Americans would love to have too. You don't think an American wants to be a teacher's aide? You don't think they want to be a custodian or whatever engineer they call it now? You don't think we want those jobs? Do you know how good a job is working for the school district? Are you kidding me? Good. I'm glad. Because again, they are taking jobs away from Americans. I don't know why we keep having to have this conversation. And this black lady looks stupid because our community is affected the most. So she looks stupid even trying to defend these people. She'd be putting some work into her own community and stop worrying about other people who have come here illegally. They have broken into this country and they need to go home. They need to be arrested and sent home, period.
the jobs that they held here was various. Um, we did have a transportation, a bus driver who went home for a funeral and was detained at the border.
Earlier this school year, Austin ISD acknowledged ICE detained a fifth grade teacher at Hart Elementary School, a Cuban immigrant who earned a permanent teaching spot after substituting for the district.
The Hart teacher is a prime example of how, when you strip a teacher or a school employee,
Again, this is a teacher that you are employing that is bilingual. And instead of employing that person, you could actually have just a regular English speaking teacher in the classroom, and the classroom can be dual taught. Instead of paying that person because they speak Spanish, you can actually just pay another teacher. And that way, when we have classroom sizes that are 28 or higher, there can be 2 teachers in that classroom teaching in English and not worrying about if they're bilingual or not. This is so silly. This conversation that we're having is very nonsensical. It doesn't make sense. And again, this woman right here, this black woman, looks silly defending her enemies. Because you know what I'm going to do when I encounter my enemies? Probably spit in their damn face. I'm never going to help my enemy help destroy me. So she looks stupid.
I mean, the cafeteria lady, the custodian, they make impact on kids' lives in that building. And they are missed.
Yeah.
You know, they are.
Girl, if you don't shut TF up, because again, you can have an American in that position contributing to that school and the well being of the students that go there. And is it okay if American kids go to a school where there are other Americans there working so that they have people to identify with? Are you okay with that? Because I am. Sorry to keep stopping it, but this is getting on my nerves. This conversation is getting on my nerves. This is a long time coming. I was trying not to get in on this, but I'm just over it. I'm sick of it. I'm ready for these people to go home.
Missed.
According to ICE, that teacher, Roberto Lopez Falcon, was allowed to remain in the U.S. on a conditional basis, pending a hearing from an immigration judge. The agency is now holding him at Karnes County Immigration Processing Center.
Good, because again, he is taking a job away from an American and he needs to go back to Cuba where they don't even have electricity. Why should he be over here taking away from an American and then that's another American or American family that's on welfare and stuff because you have all these people here taking jobs from us. We're tired of it.
Where officials say he is continuing immigration proceedings. Personnel records obtained by KXAN show he had an employment authorization document from the government that was not set to expire until 2029. Immigration attorney Kate Lincoln Goldfinch said the document does not offer the same protection it held under previous administrations.
Well, historically, if somebody had an EAD, employment authorization document, that was valid and unexpired, it meant they were in protected status. So someone with an EAD.
This white woman looks stupid too. She looks dumb too because they're also replacing her with the other group and taking jobs away from her as well. So I don't understand why any Americans would be on here defending any of this. It's very weird to me. It is very, very weird. I don't understand it. But I'll go back to the video. Let me see what Kate has to say.
Could fly domestically, they could cross the checkpoints if they want to go to South Padre, they could take a road trip, get a job, get a driver's license, and not generally worry about getting picked up unless they were arrested for a crime. But now, having a work permit doesn't mean a person is protected. And in fact, some work permits are based on pending cases like TPS or asylum, programs that the Trump administration has specifically targeted, even though they're legal programs.
Why are they targeting asylum programs? Because we don't grant asylum here. It is very difficult to be granted asylum in America. You're not going to get it. So stop coming here based on asylum. You ain't getting it. So stay your ass at home. Don't come here. You're not going to get asylum. Golly, this is not even new. So stop coming.
There are things that are outside of our control, but there are certainly many, many things that are in our control.
Austin Superintendent Matias Segura recently cited immigration, among other factors like the expansion of school choice, as a catalyst for declining enrollment at several campuses in the district. Dan Huberty, the former Republican chair.
School choice just means that Americans are tired of sending their kids to school with non Americans. Because you know what those kids do, those non Americans? They fight the American kids. They fight them all the time. In middle school and high school, they fight the American kids. They fight them. They're very aggressive and they feel very self entitled, like this is their country for some odd reason, even though they've only been here for 20 something years. They've done nothing to contribute to this country. I don't care what taxes they're paying. So what? Everybody in America pays taxes. Big dang on deal. It's not like you're floating any money in our communities and helping to maintain them. Because from where I'm sitting, yeah, that don't seem to be a thing. As far as I can tell, you get your checks on Friday and wire it all back to Mexico. I don't see you patronizing any American businesses if it doesn't have some kind of Spanish name in the title. You don't even go into the store. You don't patronize American businesses. Your money does not float in any of our communities more than a day, most likely. So, yeah, go home. Who cares? You pay taxes. But so could an American have your job that you took from them, and they'll be paying those same taxes and floating their money back into our country and not a different one. Get out.
Of the Texas House Public Education Committee, says he too believes immigration enforcement is contributing to an enrollment decline across the state. But he says federal agents should be able to work in and around schools.
The last time we had immigration reform was 1986, right? And the last time they tried to do something in Congress was 2013, and they still didn't pass anything, right? And so you have a situation where you have a stalemate where, the only solution is we're just going to, get rid of, all the, illegal immigrants that are here in the United States. So what's happening is these kids are, collateral damage.
Good. They need to get rid of these people because the American people spoke in November of 2024. They all went down, including these people who are being deported. Their relatives all went down and voted for this. So, yeah, it needs to happen because this is what the American people want. They want these people gone. Even the other groups of people that didn't vote for Trump are probably now his biggest supporters because they understand that he is helping out Americans. It's all about America first, not fifth or sixth behind Mexico and Venezuela and Nigeria and all these places these people think they can just come from and just be here. You can't. Get your stuff and get TF out of here. Go home. This is not your country. Bye.
There's been activities in certain parts of Austin, and those communities, those teachers are fearful. They're not so inclined to be worried about themselves. They're worried about their students, their families, and what the student is bringing.
That's a lie because we already know that the same teachers that she's talking about are the ones that are calling ICE. There was a teacher that called ICE on, or what she thought was an ICE hotline. It was a spoof hotline, and she was calling on her kindergarten student. Are you kidding me? It's a lie. It's cap. Do not believe this propaganda. The teachers want these people gone too because they're the ones that voted for Donald Trump also. Most teachers I meet are very conservative and they vote conservatively, meaning they most likely voted for Trump. Why did they vote for Trump? They want all these people to go. That's why. So it's cap. Don't believe this. And again, she looks stupid on here defending people that don't even like her, that will call her the N word and fat and all this other stuff. Any freaking chance they get, they will disrespect her. They will fight her. They will beat her up over some toilet paper in the store during a pandemic because they don't want to give up one of the 50 MF and rolls that they have in their cart. They rather beat you up because they don't care that you don't have tissue. As long as they get what they want, as long as they can keep taking from us, that's all that matters. So she looks stupid.
Into the school, what fears, and so um, they're basically, some of them could be in jeopardy, right? But they're really looking out and trying to protect their students.
The district told us it did meet with ICE officials at the end of January, and they said that conversation was not about any particular campus. In a letter to parents, also in January, the district said it is committed to being responsive to any changes that may impact our schools. This includes connecting directly with the United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement to understand their policies and practices, and adjusting our protocols as needed to support our community. Kelly Wiley, State of Texas.
Austin ISD said it verifies the employment eligibility of all new hires, including those with employment authorization documents. AISD officials said the district mandates employees with temporary authorization to recertify their EADs before they expire to ensure.
They shouldn't be hiring these people at all because you can literally hire an American who is for sure authorized to work in this country, right? Then you don't have to worry about people renewing work permits and all that other stupid SHIT. You don't have to worry about that. Just hire an American. Thank you. Black or white, please. Thank you.
ensure continuous legal status. ICE officials did not respond to our questions about recent detainments of employees with work permits. Our team has been tracking the
Right, because it's none of your MF and business. It doesn't concern you, sir. Mind your own business. And if I had to guess, you look like somebody that voted for Trump too. Stop it. Knock it off. It's cap. You don't really
developments for the
care.
past year. You can follow our complete coverage right now on our website. Just look for the undocumented links in this week's State of Texas story.
Well, guys, that's it for this video. Tell me, how did this content make you feel? Are you happy that Trump is putting Americans first? Or do you think that ICE is racist and us deporting illegals is divisive because they don't have any opportunities in their home world, and so you think that we should allow them to stay here? Honestly, tell me what you think in the comments. And with that being said, thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.